So it looks like things are really starting to turn around in the crypto space, and I would like to give my thoughts on it again, because Bitcoin is going up, but what about altcoins? What have we spoken about? If Bitcoin goes down, altcoins go down. If Bitcoin goes up, altcoins go down. And that's exactly what we see right now. And I would like to discuss how far can this go? So, wait, whatever. Like the video if you like the video, turn on the bell notification, subscribe to the channel, and let's get right into it. So Bitcoin had a quite decent push, like exactly this day right here. Like we had 3 green days in a row, but especially yesterday where we basically pumped from 26.6 to 28.3, and today it looks like it's following up on that. So far so good. So, you know, Bitcoin is doing pretty fine. However, altcoins are not, and I got some comments of people already that said like, it looks like you're wrong, altcoins are also pumping. No, watch my videos. It's doing exactly what we thought it was going to do. Like I said, if Bitcoin goes up, altcoins go down, right? And that's exactly what happens. Look what the Bitcoin dominance is doing. Look at this. It's going like parabolic right now, right? More money is going into Bitcoin compared to the rest of the crypto market. Therefore, you see, like, yeah, altcoins on their dollar pair are going up, but overall altcoins on their Bitcoin pair are going down, right? And that's what we can see very specially at. Let's take a look at the total 3, right? So this is the altcoin market right here. Okay, well. Altcoin market in the last 3 days from the bottom to where we are right now are up 4%, right? If we take a look at Bitcoin from the bottom in the last 3 days to where we are right now, it's up double, more than double from that. Again, Bitcoin is outperforming. And why is that? Because the Bitcoin dominance is following Bitcoin, right? Especially on its way up right now. So therefore we said, like, if Bitcoin goes up, the dominance also goes up, and therefore altcoins go down. Not necessarily yet on their dollar pair, but on their Bitcoin pair. And a lot of them are just making new lows, right? A lot of them are making new lows. Like Cardano, it says 1.2%. Well, look at the chart, right? Of course, it's up 1.2% from where we were 24 hours ago. Overall, it's still going down, right? Even more, we are like, what is it? 12% down from this wick, right? We had this crazy wick which took everything down. We're just 12% down from that. And then we have the new cycle low again, right? All these altcoins are sitting at cycle lows or even below it already, right? It's looking terrible. Now, also what you can see why the altcoin market is not looking so good at the moment, if we take a look at the total 3 right here, right? This is the altcoin market. Okay, well, yeah, all right. It's having a green candle here and there, like 4% up. Congratulations on that, right? But check this out. So if we overlay Bitcoin to compare it with the altcoin market, you will see this. Here we go. And what do you see right here? I'm going to tell you. Altcoins are now sitting at the exact same level as where they were here, right? Nothing has changed for the altcoin market. Dollar price, okay? So, of course, one altcoin is higher, one altcoin is lower. Overall, this is the total 3. This is the entire market. The average, right? Sitting at the exact same level as here. But Bitcoin is now sitting at let's round it up, $29,000. Over here, when altcoins were sitting at the same level, Bitcoin was sitting at 16.5. Right, so Bitcoin went up with $12,000 in the last couple of months, and altcoins did not move anything. They at the exact same level. That should show you, like, okay, higher risk for altcoins in the first place, but also less reward. Because if you were riding the altcoin wave for the last half a year, on average, you made exactly 0 profits. Also didn't lose anything yet, right? But it's also only because Bitcoin is holding up so good and because it's going up, right? With 12K. Now that's one. Altcoins are running behind very hard when you compare it to Bitcoin. The second thing is, what do you think would happen to the altcoin market if Bitcoin goes down to these levels? I'm not saying it will, but it definitely is possible. In fact, based on all previous cycles, it's highly likely. Maybe this time is different, right? But, you know, I don't want to bet your money on that. But what if? What if Bitcoin does go down? And it doesn't even have to go down all the way here. It can also go down to like 21K or so, or whatever, right? That's not that crazy. What do you think will happen to altcoins? They are already sitting at the lows as where they were in November, right? Right after, they're sitting at the exact same level as the FTX crash. Right, so altcoins did not recover from that. They tried here, but they got rejected. And now they're sitting there again. Bitcoin is up 12K. 12K. That's a lot if you know that where it came from, right? If Bitcoin was 100K already, then 12K isn't a lot. But percentage-wise, it's 40%. 40%. Altcoins didn't do shit. Therefore, altcoins are super dangerous right now because they are bleeding extremely hard against their Bitcoin pair. Again, this is the altcoin market divided by the Bitcoin market. So if you ever look at, like, for example, AVAX Bitcoin, right? This is everything Bitcoin, basically. Look what it's doing. It's literally in a free fall. And people want to buy the dip. Buy the dip, buy the dip. What you buying the dip? There's no dip. This is a falling knife. If you really feel that FOMO and you feel like you're going to miss out on the market, then why don't you buy Bitcoin right now? One, your reward is higher. Two, your risk is lower. It's very simple at this stage of the market. You don't have to be a Bitcoin maxi or an altcoin maxi or whatever. Let that go. Go with the market, right? Take a look at the charts. Take a look at the fundamentals, whatever suits for you. Everything says, okay, it's Bitcoin's turn now, right? And I've shown this chart quite a lot, and this is a super interesting chart if you ask me. If you looked at my last few videos, then you know that this is the exact buying. This chart shows for me when to buy what, right? When to get into altcoins, when to get into Bitcoin, how to ride that wave, right? Because if altcoins are now bleeding against Bitcoin, yeah, look where the support was first cycle, well, not first cycle, but 2017 cycle. Look where the support was in the 2020 bear market, right? And now with SEC going on and all of the narratives that you already know about, why is it so impossible that we get back down here again? Like, even without the news, this is just the chart, right? And it sounds weird, but news follows the charts, not the other way around. So it's like very likely to me that it will get down here. And it may not say a lot to you, but from where we are right now, that's like 50% or so, right? That's what we spoke about yesterday. Altcoins bleeding another 50% on their Bitcoin pair. Yeah, looks very likely to me. Why? Well, because the Bitcoin dominance from September or August, basically, September, to where we are right now, 30% up. 30%. Crazy. Went from 40 to 50. So what if it goes from 50 to 60? Right? This is a big level right here. I don't even know why I have this here. You know, give or take, whatever. It could be here. Well, this is a big level, by the way. So what if it gets to 60? That's another 10%. Right? In the last 10% that we had, altcoins already fell, well, almost 50% against Bitcoin. So if you get another 10%, fall another 50% against Bitcoin. That takes us in that zone. Exactly in that zone. Now, why do I say that altcoins are super dangerous? I mean, you could be like, yeah, why do I care what it's worth against Bitcoin? Fuck Bitcoin. Well, that's not really how it works. Because, like I said, one already, Bitcoin is higher reward than altcoins at this stage of the market. In a bull market, it's not. But in a bear market, it is. Right? And in a bear market relief rally and everything, it is. And it's way less risk, of course. Bitcoin is always less risk than anything else in crypto. So why take more risk for less reward? Right, so that's a good reason to already buy Bitcoin. Yeah, and second, like, if you buy it here, right, and then it goes up, altcoins, I mean, right? If you buy altcoins right here and this goes up, you make a lot. Again, let me repeat myself for the I don't know how many time already. Look, when was the best time, if you look at this chart, to buy altcoins since last cycle? Here, right? It was extreme low. Last week of 2020. Now, if you go to Bitcoin, I'm going to show you this a lot, but this is so interesting, and I hear nobody talk about this. Last week of 2020. That was here. This. That's where Bitcoin went from 3K to 30, 32, 33 even, right? So the best time to buy altcoins was when Bitcoin was already halfway its bull run. So if you bought Bitcoin here, for example, around here, right? You don't want to time the bottom, but if you bought Bitcoin around here, you first made a 10x. Then you convert it into altcoins. And then you ride an altcoin season with your 10x that you made already with the boring Bitcoin. You can now already try to catch these altcoins, but first you miss out on that initial 10x. So let's say you make a 10x in Altseason. You put $1,000 in, congratulations, you did all of this for 10K. But if you first make a 10x on your Bitcoin, so you have 10K, and then you make a 10x on that Altseason, you have 100K. Don't tell me that's not a big difference. Right, so that's my strategy, right? And you can't, like, I don't get it. You cannot look at this chart and be like, oh yeah, it's now time to buy altcoins. Look how raging this Bitcoin season is going right now. After 2 years of ranging right here, we broke out. It shows you that altcoins are getting washed out. And people now be like, yeah, Altseason. What? Huh? What are you looking? Are you doing this in a handstand? No. It's not. Right? And at a certain point, this comes down. Right? Whether it happens here. But what suggests to you that this comes down now? We just broke resistance. If we go down, we, probably test that resistance as support and go up again. So, yeah, I don't know. But that's the same thing as these, as people, there's the altcoin market, again, total 3. It's the same, that's the same thing as saying, oh yeah, let's buy here. Let's buy right at the resistance in the middle of a fake out. Let's now buy altcoins because I'd rather buy it there than at support. I don't know why, but let's just do that. And then get wrecked. It's the same thing. It's the exact same thing. And guys, please don't get me wrong. I don't mind people buying altcoins and everything right now, right? Because these people will get wrecked very probably. And they will sell them super low. And that's how we make money, by buying it low, right? So we need those people. But luckily, I don't speak to everybody. I speak to this community, the viewers on this channel, right? I don't want you to get wrecked. The other people that don't care about all this stuff, okay, cool, get wrecked, thanks. It's player versus player, right? So let us be the winning player. But yeah, I went on a rampage on Twitter, by the way. Let me show you. Because it's sad for a lot of people. A lot of people in crypto, they came in here somewhere, right? Or they came in here probably, and they only witnessed the bull run. And they might feel like, oh yeah, Altseason, right? Let's do an Altseason right now. Let's throw my money for some reason into altcoins. And that's because they don't know yet, or they haven't experienced yet what it is for the Bitcoin dominance to go up, or for, you know, the total 3 divided by the Bitcoin market to go down, right? Because the last time that really happened was in 2018. Now that's an alt season, right? But you always have these stupid influencers calling for an alt season here. And if they called it here, for example, and this happened in the meantime, they'd be like, oh yeah, I'm so right. Well, or if they did it here and it went up, right? But like, no, you weren't right. It's just ranging at the top. It's a distribution phase, and now it's coming down. You were absolutely not right about that, right? Yeah. Again, if you are a short-term trader, then you can catch, of course, like these good trades out of it. But when it comes to investing, then it sucks, right? And there are so many influencers that really wreck you, right? I tweeted this. So the Bitcoin dominance is very predictable, broke the range highs, and there are at least 5 charts that show how extremely dangerous altcoins are right now. And like, one is the total 3, one is the total 2, one is the Bitcoin dominance, one is the Bitcoin divided by the total 3, and one is, for example, the Bitcoin dominance divided by the total 2. But we also have the altcoin season index on Into the Cryptoverse and all of that. There are so many charts that say the exact same thing, right? It's right there, and we've been calling this for months, and for months it has been playing out right now, right? And I don't feel yet like, okay, now it's gonna get different, right? I can't wait for the day that it will. You know, I can't wait for the day that we are here so that we can go up. This will be altcoin buying season like crazy, right? Because people that buy altcoins right here, they get so fucking wrecked. And these people won't even be around here anymore. Nobody wants these altcoins here anymore because nobody has the faith or the money left. And if you strike there, yeah, that's the difference. Like, for example, in buying Cardano in the last cycle at 60 cents or 1.8 cents, right? Because people were buying the dip here. People were buying the dip here, here. Everywhere, got completely wrecked, right? People that were patiently waiting for the accumulation phase where things go sideways and really bottom out. Even if you bought here, right? You missed out on a 6x. Doesn't matter. You still have a way better entry than the people that bought here on average. Plus you still rode a very good wave. Therefore you don't want to try to time the bottom, but don't throw your money away at every dip. You see. Let me check. Where the fuck do I have my... This, by the way, what do you mean? And this doing great, by the way. I love it. So go check it out. There's a link down below where you can check our project. So and I know it sounds a little hypocritical, like you talking about not buying altcoins and you made a meme coin. Well, it's not a meme coin. And our utilities, basically, the lower the altcoin market gets, the better it is for us. So I love this. But I said, still, you know, although all this shit that literally is in everybody's screen that proves that altcoins are getting wrecked, there are influencers calling for an alt season every week. No to them, you're an idiot. And I want to be very clear about that. These people suck. And these people get people wrecked. That's what it is. Right? And I know it's like, even though you listen to YouTubers or you check Twitter, you should always do your research. But these influencers, they don't just build a community of thousands of people, right? Of course they have some kind of responsibility. At least get your facts together. I know you're not telling anybody to buy directly, although that's actually what you mean. But at least don't be an idiot. I made some, I made some very direct calls of that. Like this guy, right? June 12th. Is the USDT dominance about to fall? If so, we are in a massive alt season. Huh? How? Why? This guy is, by the way, a perma bull, so he's always calling for an alt season in one last 1.5 years. And that's also because, and it has a following because people want to hear that, right? People don't even care that he's been calling wrong for 1.5 years, right? Look it up. It's so fucking funny, right? These people have been calling it for so long. Altseason, 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 Altseason. At the end of the day, it goes up. Oh, look, I was right. Really? Then we had this guy. Also, like, and therefore, I'm a small channel, right? This guy has like 127,000 followers. And he said in May, Altseason is coming. So I've showed that total 3 chart. Like, Altseason is coming, bro. Right, it's now a lot lower. And then he said, don't speak too soon, you're about to look like a fool. And then I feel like, It's not a game about like, you were right or I was right. It's a game about, you've been calling in public towards 100,000 people community that there's an Altseason soon. I bet that a lot of people bought because of that. And these people got wrecked. Right? These people so far got wrecked. You wreck people. You are an idiot. You're an idiot. Then we had Ren from Crypto Banter. Biggest idiot. 700 followers, potentially getting wrecked by idiot. Example number 3. He was arguing with Benjamin Cohen. Benjamin has been calling this whole Bitcoin dominance and altcoins collapse so extreme scary correctly. He is nailing the bear market. If you want to follow anybody, it's Benjamin Cohen. It's really the only one that really calls it correctly. But then Ren is like, sorry, Your Highness, how is your Bitcoin dominance prediction going? He wanted to bet, right? And in the meantime, it's going up, right? Like he's been calling. And then over here you said like, yo, take the bet, you're starting to sound ridiculous. Right? At 47%. Now it's exactly playing out like Benjamin has been calling. Right? Now it's already sitting at 51%. But here he was ridiculous according to Ren. Meanwhile, Ren is driving all his followers into the cliff. And now it's getting up there that Ren dude is making videos like, oh yeah, maybe altcoins are kind of not looking so good. Yeah, you could have said that before you wrecked everybody with your stupid calls and clickbaity titles. Right? That's what I hate. That's what I hate about YouTube. I don't care about you being wrong about something. Believe me, I'm going to make so much calls. I'm being on YouTube every day. Believe me that there will be things that I call wrong. But at least, you know, don't make fights about it with people before you, well, at all, but before it ended up that you were right about something. Or, you know, if you were wrong, like, just go out there like, yo, guys, sorry, man, I fucked up. I should be more careful in the future. Not a stupid clickbait title with, I was wrong, and then do the same fucking thing again. It's toxic shit. It's really, it makes me mad because I know that, again, people should do their own research. But I was like that. Those videos were a part of my research. And who I really like, though, from Crypto Banter was Hustlepedia, for example. He was also like, he was making good calls. He was pretty realistic. And a couple of months ago, he was saying like, oh yeah, IMX, anything under $1 is a good buy, right? Now it's sitting at 63 cents. And now he's making videos like, nah, I'm not buying this yet. I will let you know when I will buy it. Fuck is wrong with these people? So these and there are a lot more of these guys. Like I pointed out a few, and it's not like to. I also said in that tweet, like, yo guys, it's not about spreading hate or anything. It's in fact the opposite. A lot of people get wrecked by following these calls from these big influencers, so that they get their clout, right? Because if I make a video saying, "Oh, buy this altcoin," that video get most views. If you were a better investor, then you don't need those views to make money because you make money off of investing. So do your research and don't assume that these big accounts know best, right? Unfortunately, that is what it is. These influencers will wreck you. And at the end of the day, it shows, right? And at a certain point, again, this will stop and will come down. And then you will see all these people, look, I made that call. Yeah. Together with 1 million other calls that you fucked up and wrecked your followers first with. Stupid. So yeah, now overall, even though I already got some comments like, yeah, altcoins are going up right now. 1, get off the 5-minute chart. 2, listen, if Bitcoin goes up, altcoins Bitcoin go down, right? That's what's happened. Because here you see the Bitcoin dominance is going up and the Bitcoin total 3 compared to Bitcoin is going down. Then if Bitcoin goes down, altcoins follow because then the total 3 goes down as well. Unless the Bitcoin dominance goes down with it. And that's possible. It's possible that we will make a move where Bitcoin goes down, Bitcoin dominance goes down with it. So altcoins, they catch up a little bit on their Bitcoin pair and maybe even on the dollar pair. But what if we bounce here and go up even further, right? Resistance, 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 broke it. Why not test it as support? Would be very likely to me. So, yeah, that's all I wanted to say. Be a little careful and just keep following this channel, man. I'm here every day, and I'm not saying altcoins will completely get destroyed, but that's what happened so far, and I am keeping the possibility and the opportunity that that might happen again. I mean, there's no reason to assume that that's not possible this time. That would be very ignorant, right? So if you eventually, I don't know what you like to invest in, but just an example, right? If you look at Gala, for example, 2.4 cents. If you eventually will see Gala sitting at this level right here, another 70% lower, don't say that and didn't told you, right? It seems like very far and very unrealistic. It's bottoming out, just dollar cost right now. Be prepared that this is not even super realistic, but it so far, it will be exceptionary, let me put it like that, if it doesn't happen. And there are always exceptions. Some altcoins don't do that. Some altcoins go hold up. Yeah, if you're very good at picking those out, I'm not, but then try that. But if you're not, don't try that because that's gambling. All right, guys, I want to leave it here. Like the video if you like the video, subscribe to the channel, turn on your bell notification. Check out What Do You Meme in the description down below, the only altcoin you do need. And I'll see you guys tomorrow.